Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make beef Wellington. It is really quite simple. Slice up some mushrooms and put them in a pan on low heat. And we're just going to cook these until all of their liquid has evaporated. We're going to move on to making our pastry dough. Take it out of the oven and rest it for 10 minutes before we slice into it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. And here is our beautiful beef Wellington. It looks amazing. Now all we have to do is serve it up and enjoy. And this is really simple. Combine flour and cold water. And mix it until it forms a ball. Roll the dough out on a lightly floured surface, and roll it out to a 16 by 12 inch rectangle. Once we've got an even sheet of dough, place the beef on top of it, and roll the dough around the beef. Now tuck the ends of the dough in so that they re-sealed, and place the seam side down. Now roll the dough out a little bit more so that it's even and it's sealed. Move our seam to the top of the dough, and press the dough around the beef to make sure that it's sealed. Once the dough is sealed, place it on a baking sheet, and bake it in a preheated oven to 425 degrees for 15 minutes. We're going to chop up some shallots and add those into the pan with the mushrooms. And we're going to continue to fry this on low until the mushrooms are nice and brown. Move over to our spice rack and grab some thyme and some rosemary. And add that to our mushrooms along with a couple cloves of garlic. And continue to fry this on low until the mushrooms are nice and crispy. Once the mushrooms are crispy, move the pan to the stove, and turn the heat up to medium-high. And add some butter, and fry this until the butter has all been absorbed by the mushrooms. Once all of the butter has been absorbed, take our pan off of the heat, and let the mushroom duxelles cool down. Don't be intimidated by this recipe. Walk you through every single step and make sure that you have all of the ingredients that you need. So let's get started. First things first, we're going to need a good-sized piece of beef. I'm going to use a whole tenderloin, but you can just use a couple of steaks. And trim all the excess fat off of it and then season it with salt and pepper. Once you've got an even piece, transfer it into a bowl, and use a potato masher to mash it up. And we just want to make sure that there are no large chunks of mushrooms left in this mixture. Once we've got a nice and smooth mushroom mixture, we're going to take plastic wrap and we're going to lay it down on our counter. Take the beef that we pounded out and place it on top of the plastic wrap. Now spread the mushroom duxelles on top of the beef, and leave a little border on the beef so that we can seal it up. Once we've got the mushroom duxelles spread evenly on top of the beef, we're going to roll it up tightly. And if you want, you can tie it with some kitchen twine. Place the beef on a plate, and repeat the process with the remaining beef. You want to take your meat mallet or the bottom of a heavy pan, and you just want to pound it out until it's about half an inch thick. This will ensure that your meat is going to cook evenly, and it's going to be medium rare. If you like your meat more well done, then you can certainly cook it to your liking. But for me, medium rare is the best. Next, we're going to move on to our mushroom duxelles. And this is just a fancy French word for mushrooms. Now that our mushroom duxelles has cooled down, now that our beef is wrapped up once the Wellington is finished baking, thank you guys so much for watching.